Welcome to the video lecture on the course of AMP and linear integrated circuit. In this session we will be discussing the topic of signal generator, and another type of signal generator we will be discussing, especially the sawtooth wave generator. In the previous session we had discussed about the triangular wave or a rectangular wave generator, where a triangular generator was used. In this session we will be discussing a sawtooth wave generator. So for this sawtooth wave generator, the same circuit what was employed for a triangular wave generator is to be considered, and we are going to modify that particular circuit. So for a sawtooth wave generator, in a triangular wave generator, considering first the rise time is equal to fall time. So this is the point what we have to remember. Whereas in a sawtooth wave generator or a sawtooth waveform, the rise time is not equal to fall time. So there is time taken immediately. The wave is going to decrease on the other part. Once the capacitor is charged, the discharging part is immediate, what we can say. The triangular wave generator can be converted into a sawtooth wave generator by injecting a variable DC voltage into the non-inverting terminal of the integrated circuit. So this can be accomplished by using a potentiometer and connecting it to plus VCC and minus VE on the other ends of the potentiometer. On one end we are going to connect it with plus VCC, and on the other end we are going to connect it with minus VEE. And it is a variable, that is a potentiometer what we are going to use. We will see the circuit diagram of this sawtooth wave generator. The circuit diagram, the same circuit what was used for our triangular or rectangular wave generator, only the instead of grounding the non-inverting terminal of the integrated circuit, we are connecting it to a variable resistor, what we call it as a duty cycle adjustment. Duty cycle adjustment, the potentiometer R4. Depending on the R4 setting, a certain DC level is inserted in the output of the integrated circuit, that is the output of the circuit B. If output of A is a square wave, the output of B will be a triangular wave riding on same DC level, that is a function of R4 setting we can consider. So as we can see, the output is a sawtooth wave. The decrease or the discharging time is very small, and immediately it discharges. The duty cycle of a square wave will be determined by the polarity and amplitude of this DC level. The duty cycle less than 50% will cause the output of B to a sawtooth waveform. So if duty cycle is equal, then we are going to get a triangular wave. With the wiper at the center of R4, the output of B is a triangular wave. For any other portion of R4, the output of B will be a sawtooth wave. As R4 wiper is moved towards minus VEA, the rise time of the sawtooth wave becomes longer than the fall time. As the wiper of R4 is moved towards plus VCC, the rise time of sawtooth wave becomes lesser than the fall time. So this is how we can achieve the sawtooth wave from a triangular wave generator. Also, the frequency of the sawtooth wave decreases as R4 is adjusted toward plus VCC to minus VCC, and this is how the duty cycle adjustment is done. So mainly here the requirement is that we have to adjust the duty cycle. If duty cycle is 50%, then we are going to get a triangular wave. If it is lesser than that, then a sawtooth wave is generated. So thank you for watching this video session.